Football, soccer, the world game. Whatever you may call it, there's no denying the most watched sport in the world. Football is the one game which captivates such a broad global audience with its diverse range of cultures and societies and brings them together to watch and play the beautiful game. What makes football so beautiful? What draws these viewers into the game's extravagance? This may be many things, from unimaginable dribbling skills to impossible goals or the keeper's unbelievable saves. But what can draw an audience into silence is the suspense before a free kick. The one moment in a game where we see a player put their skill in flight, deception, trickery, spin or dip to fool the keeper into some spectacular save. In that moment, the game of cat and mouse between the keeper and the kick taker, there is nothing one can do but be drawn into the event which can change everything about the game. For a keeper to save a free kick is quite difficult. The keeper needs good technique and ability to read the ball and not only get to it, but keep it out of the back of the net. So without further delay, today's lesson will be talking about goalkeeping and how to perceive and react to the flight of the ball.
Okay, so before we continue on with the video, we need to grab an understanding of what biomechanical principles take place in saving a free kick. Here is 2 examples of what you should and shouldn't do. Okay, firstly, this is what you should do. Let's have a watch.
Beat it out for us. Fine save.
Okay, so let's watch this video again in slow motion and see the key points of how the keeper saves the ball. For the keeper to have the best chance to save the ball, he should be ready in a crouch position with knees bent as such. His body must be centered to make sure his stability is larger than normal to create a greater surface area for his center of gravity. This support will aid his launch simultaneously to save the free kick. Having a base support to the ground before a free kick gives the keeper a greater stability to jump or move to where the ball is situated. As the keeper gets ready to launch, he uses his legs as a second-class lever by pushing off simultaneously with great force to push his whole body off the ground and to where he can save the ball. The center of gravity of the keeper decreases when the keeper leaves the ground and directs himself. Velocity of his movements depends on how fast and how efficient he reacts to the ball. When he is in mid-flight, the keeper's stability becomes fragile due to him being in mid-flight, and thus the center of gravity becomes a lot smaller. When the keeper saves the ball, the velocity of his arm movements accumulate to a summation of forces, which involves the arms of the keeper to reach out and then grab the ball. Because of the ball being so far away, the keeper's line of gravity has become smaller, and thus in turn, the direction of his body and where he lands depends on the velocity of when he first jumped. Okay. So now we've seen a video of how you should save the ball. This is how you shouldn't. Whew, that was pretty nicely. Now let's watch this video again and biomechanically analyze the video from the keeper compared to the first one. So we saw in the first video, the keeper's body was symmetrically ready. His center of gravity was larger due to his knees being bent. Now this time, the keeper's body is not symmetrically ready. As you can see, his center of gravity is too high, and thus his stability is not strong enough to enforce his initial movements. Now we saw in the last video that the second point, the keeper was about ready to launch off because his stability was great due to his large center of gravity. This time however, the keeper stands still and doesn't react for the ball. The velocity is instead forced upon his face from the ball because he did not react fast enough. While even though the technique of the keeper was poor, he still saved the ball due to an unlucky accident. But biomechanically, he needed a lot of work to improve how he reacted to the ball and how he pushed off to save the ball.
Now we're going to have a look at a case study of a Metro Men's 6 goalkeeper. He was invited by friends to join their social soccer club team. He was recruited due to having a background in basketball, which has many collaborating skills and a moderate level of coordination that go with being a goalkeeper. Early on in the season he did well in general gameplay, but he had trouble reading the flight of the ball of set plays such as free kicks and corners, and is looking to improve that performance. He has come to a high grade coach to ask for some advice. After going through some basic goal setting, they came up with 3 goals. First, a personally quick and achievable goal which is just to save 3 free kicks in a row. After further discussion, a second goal, which was set at a higher level to the first, was decided, in which he wanted to keep a clean sheet. The final goal, which was set for review and summary at the end of the season, was that he wanted to keep the most clean sheets out of any team. Coach Vaughan Hogan, the man behind the camera and the voice which is helping the keeper improve, takes it from here.
So firstly, we're going to look at a video of the keeper saving the ball, and then we'll analyse his body movements biomechanically and judge what his strengths and his weaknesses are. Let's watch. Okay, great. Now let's have a look. Alright, so firstly, let's look at his strengths. Strength 1. He has a great centre of gravity, and he is ready and prepared for the ball. Because of his knees are bent, he's ready to react at any time to whatever ball that comes his way. Strength 2. His stability. Now because he has such a large centre of gravity and he is ready to react by pushing off from his legs, he is stable and ready and is able to react at any moment to any ball that may come his way. Thirdly, because your strong foundation, you have a great centre of gravity and a stability that is consistent, you use your legs to push off to save for the ball. It has aided you to become biomechanically sound. So let's now look at his weaknesses. So even though you have a strong foundation and that you are very biomechanically sound, your reaction time is average. So point 1 is that your reaction time needs improvement. Secondly, your perception of the ball. Constantly I saw you misjudged the flight of the ball or when you tried to save the ball. So that needs improvement also. Okay. So now from that, we're going to manipulate constraints in exercises to help you increase your performance. Let's go on. Colouring side of a ball. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get the player to kick the ball. Now this ball is going to be coloured on one side. And keeper, all I ask you to do is just to save the ball. Right, awesome. So here, I was trying to build your perception into action regarding your reaction. Your ignorance to which way the ball travelled caused you to constantly miss the ball. By colouring in one side of the ball, you were able to watch the flight and the spin of the ball and judge where it was needed to be caught. Cool, let's go on to constraint 2. Okay, so the next exercise, I'm going to manipulate the task constraint. Here, all I want you to do is watch the player when he kicks the ball, call out whether it's a hit or miss, just after he kicks the ball. From then, I want you to react to the ball, save it, or let it go past. The object of this task was to place you to read the player's body movements before a free kick to premeditate where the flight of the ball would go. By calling out whether it was a hit or miss, it enabled you to judge how well you read the ball. It also helped me to understand how well you receive the flight of the ball coming towards you. So now, what I want you to do, keeper, is stand in goal behind another goal placed in front of you. Firstly, what I want you to do is just react to the ball coming over or around the goal. What I want the player to do is to place a variety of shots to fill the keeper. Then, what I'm going to do next is increase the difficulty of the exercise. But first, let's see how you go. The object of this final task was to create an environment where you had little time to react to the ball. This decreased your chance to react to the ball and help increase your ability to respond faster to the oncoming flight of the ball. By restricting your time and reaction, it helps you improve quicker and react faster to a ball that is coming from short distance or from further away. Also, if you cannot read the player nor the flight of the ball, it will enable you to react faster to an oncoming ball at such a short distance.
It was seen through the 3 stages of the learning intervention that underpinning the skill acquisition, there were also confidence-building exercises. This was evident in the way the constraints slowly got harder for the keeper as he grew in confidence and began saving most shots put on goal. Thanks to the coach's constraint-led approach to acquisition of greater skills against free kicks and its underlying confidence building, the goalkeeper's performance on the pitch improved greatly, due to not only a skill increase, but thanks to also the keeper having more faith in himself. The keeper took that confidence straight into the first game back, and began saving many more goals which had normally gone into the back of the net. He quickly achieved the first 2 goals in the first 5 games after the learning intervention, but unfortunately was unable to reach his goal of being able to have the most clean sheets out of every team in the competition, although he continues this goal into the next season. Although he was unable to achieve his personal goals, thanks to great improvement over the season, his team went from the middle of the table to finishing in 2nd place overall.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Euro 2004. The 92-page guide, free on Monday in The Guardian.